What do you think's going to happen in the 2024 election?
I think all hell's going to break loose, and it's going to be another summer of love because Trump's going to win, and the Democrats are going to lose their minds. And they're going to send everybody.
It's going to be a summer of love because
they're going to hurt, and they're going to hurt as many people as possible.
But the election is in the fall.
They're going to send their bad people out. Their Black Lives Matter, their Antifa. Oh, any foreigner that's here that doesn't belong here is going to be sent to your front door.
What's up, everybody? Major retired Richard Ojeda here. The good liars, masters of political satire, struck gold as they engaged in a comedic tango with this MAGA moron.
For the 2024 election, foreigners are going to be sent to your door?
The foreigners are already here, and they're already set up in the phone, and when somebody gives them the okay, they're going to come for us.
Where did you get this information?
Yeah.
The genius of the good liars lies in their ability to toe the line between reality and absurdity, leaving audiences questioning whether their subjects are genuine or just playing along. But one thing is for sure, their portrayal of the quintessential Trump supporter, complete with a third-grade understanding of politics, is both side-splitting and scarily accurate. In stark contrast, Ryan Riley's interview on MSNBC peeled back the layers of Edward Kelly's disturbing actions. It became abundantly clear that he was the epitome of the unhinged Trump supporter.
And you see the spirit from the hostages, and that's what they are, as hostages.
Ryan, I want you to tell me more about these so-called hostages.
One of the ones that really sticks out to me is Edward Kelly. He's an individual who was actually the fourth person to go inside the Capitol that day. He was dressed up in paramilitary gear. He allegedly assaulted a police officer outside, broke that window open, busted that fire door open so that the rest of the mob could come in. Nevertheless, he was released pre-trial. That's how most of these cases have been handled. But he was rearrested months later because the FBI alleged that he was plotting to kill the FBI employees who were investigating him. And his co-defendant in that case has actually already pleaded guilty to that crime, admitting that the two of them conspired to kill FBI agents because of the investigation into them. Edward Kelly has pleaded not guilty initially. He was in talks for a plea deal, but apparently that case could go to trial, which is separate and apart from the underlying January 6 charges that he's also facing.
Riley's account depicted Kelly as more than just a participant in the Capitol insurrection. He was a central figure in the chaos, donning paramilitary gear and allegedly assaulting a law enforcement officer outside the Capitol. Breaking through a window and forcing open a fire door, Kelly paved the way for the mob to overrun the Capitol, his actions fueled by a toxic mix of extremism and loyalty to Trump. But Kelly's descent into criminality didn't end there. As Riley's reported, his subsequent arrest for plotting the murder of FBI agents, the very individuals tasked with investigating him, painted a chilling portrait of a man consumed by hatred and violence. Ryan Riley's assessment of Kelly served as a stark reminder of the real face of the January 6 rioters, not misunderstood victims, but dangerous extremists. Trump characterization of the individuals as hostages is despicable. Even former Vice President Mike Pence has broken ranks to condemn Donald Trump's dangerous remarks.
I won't be endorsing Donald Trump this year. That he is walking away, not just from keeping faith with the Constitution on that day, but also, Margaret, with a commitment to fiscal responsibility, a commitment to the sanctity of life, a commitment to American leadership in the world.
Pence's refusal to endorse his former boss speaks volumes, signaling a historic fracture within the GOP. Trump's inflammatory rhetoric, from his absurd promises of 100% tariffs on foreign cars to his ominous threats of a bloodbath if he's not reelected, only serves to further polarize an already deeply divided nation. Yet despite the glaring dangers Trump poses to democracy, there remains a segment of the population as aptly characterized by the Good Liars interview who continue to support him. This undereducated Trump base, fueled by misinformation and blind loyalty, represents a challenge to the preservation of American values and principles. The fight to safeguard democracy from the clutches of authoritarianism is far from over. In the end, while the Good Liars' comedic portrayal of the typical Trump base may provide a momentary chuckle, it also serves as a stark reminder of the pervasive lack of critical thinking that plagues the Trump cult. Like a sugary coating on a bitter peel, their humor masks the harsh reality of the dangerous beliefs and actions propagated by Trump and his followers. As we peel back the layers, we're confronted with the sobering truth. The fight against misinformation and extremism is far from over, and the stakes for our democracy have never been higher. We're in a fight between good and evil, folks, and you got to pick a side, and that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.